Okay, so now we're at the point where we need to create our checkout button. Now this isn't as easy as it sounds, because what we want to do is we want to add each individual item through PayPal. Now this requires us to use PayPal's sort of shopping cart feature, and we need to input each item inside our little button that PayPal supplies to us. Now you may have noticed this little window here opened. If you basically just Google for PayPal checkout, click on this PDN how-to article, adding PayPal checkout to your third party, I think it says something shopping cart, there you go. So if you come down, we've got the standard code for the shopping cart. Now we're basically going to copy and paste this into our application. And it's got some example currency codes, amounts, etc. in here. But what we're doing is we're going to echo, and what I'm actually going to do is come down, break out of PHP, and then back in. Okay, so anything here will be displayed as normal here. Oh. Okay, sorry, my mistake. What we in fact need to do is, we don't need this here. Okay. So let's start again in this part. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to break out of PHP here and back in here, and our button code is going to go here. This just speeds up the execution of our script and makes it a lot easier for us to read. So we've got the form here that I've pasted from PayPal. At the moment, if we refresh, you can see that we've got PayPal buy now. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to create a couple, I'm going to put this in paragraph just to, I mean it's up to you how you design this, but I'm just going to do that just for easy, just for being easy. And the total here I'm going to put in a paragraph as well, which is going to bring that down. So it's just a bit more neater for us to work with. Now you can see at the moment it's got buy it now or buy now. You can change this just by changing the number. I think 4 is checkout. Oh no, that's donate. Might be 3 then. Could be 3 or 5. It's 3. Okay, so this is PayPal checkout. Now when we click on this, at the moment PayPal's got it set to its default value, so it's you@youremail.com. We can see this in here. So I'm going to enter my email address. This is my business email address. Now we don't need these things like item name and the currency. Well, we need the currency code, that's GBP for Great British Pounds, and the amount blah blah blah. Now we're not going to keep it like this. The first thing we're going to do is change this to cart. And we're going to add another line. This can be found on this page. Let's go down. You can see here, let's go down. Here. So add a new variable called upload. Set the CMD variable to cart. So we've changed xclick to cart, and now we need to add this variable here into there. So just basically follow the instructions, follow exactly what I'm doing, and everything will be absolutely fine. So we've got my email address in there. Item name we don't need. What we're going to do here in a minute is different. So I'm going to leave a little blank space there. Currency code, and we need the title. So all I'm going to do is say I'm opening up some PHP tags and I'm echoing total out, and that's from up here, the variable here. So now at the moment, if we refresh and I click on checkout, shopping cart is empty. Now normally this would just process it of the total amount if we hadn't have changed this value here to cart, but what we need to do is we need to create the items in here. So we need to create each individual item, and the way we're going to do that is we're going to create a new function, and that is going to be called PayPal items. So this function is going to list each item in our shopping cart And what that's going to do in turn is add this to our PayPal shopping cart. Sounds complicated, but if you just follow along, follow on the code if you're not sure, and then afterwards you're going to understand it a bit better, hopefully. So we've got fatal error, call to undefined function at the moment, but inside our cart.php, just coming up a bit, function PayPal items. Okay, so there. So we've got our checkout with our total here, blah blah blah. Checkout's not going to work at the moment because we need to add this, which is going to calculate all of our items. And we're going to, basically what we're going to do is execute the correct code that's going to fill in this down here. So again, if you don't understand, it is quite complicated thinking about it, but if you follow along, you'll be absolutely fine. So in the next part of the tutorial, that's what we're going to do.